Number 7 on the study guide, find the perimeter of the triangle shown at right. We have a couple different things going on. I am going to redraw the part of the triangle that I see all the stuff on. I see that right angle. I see that we're calling this side right here 10 square roots of 3. I see 30 degrees, and that is enough to give me information to let me know that I'm going to be able to use a 30, 60, 90 special right triangle and those relationships. 30 is the short side. So across from the 30 is the short side. Across from the 60 is the longer side. And remember, 90 is the hypotenuse. X square roots of 3, and 2x. So when we jot down our table for our relationships, we then can put in our labeling. Again, across from the 30 is x. Across from the 90 is 2x. This will have to be 60, which means this is x square root of 3. We are given that x is 10 square roots of 3. When we go plug that in, as we move down the line, x is 10 square roots of 3, and then you still have to bring down your square roots of 3. When you have square root of 3 times square root of 3, you can type that in Desmos to check to see what I'm doing for yourself. Since those are buddies, we could say that square root of 3 times 3. We can pull those out. Again, they're buddies, and we can write the 3 once. 10 times 3 is 30. So that means the longer side across is worth 30. And then we have 2x for our hypotenuse. So we're going to say 2 times 10 square roots of 3. X is 10 square roots of 3. 2 times 10 is how you work this question, so we have 20 square roots of 3. And we need that for this part. We now have part of the information for perimeter. Perimeter is going all the way around. And by doing all of the work that we just did, we found out that this piece that I just scribbled on is going to be the same thing as this piece, which we found to be 30. We also found this bottom piece of our triangle was 20 square roots of 3. So we still need to find 2 other pieces on this triangle in order to go all the way around. So we are going to redraw that piece and see if we can figure out the measurements. We have a triangle that looks like this, and we knew that this piece was 60. We also know that it began as a right angle. So 60 and 30 make 90. So down here is 30 degrees. We have a right angle right here, which means that the other side would also be 90 because they are supplementary. Together they make a straight line, which is 180. So we know that's where the 90 is. So if you have 30 and 90, your leftover angle will be 60. We know from what is given to us originally, this side is 10 square roots of 3. So we are now going to do our special right triangle, 30, 60, 90 again. Short side, longer side, and our hypotenuse. X square roots of 3, and 2x in our table to help us identify. We're going to label our triangle. Across from the 30 is side x. Across from the 60 is x square roots of 3. And our hypotenuse, whenever we have that right angle, it's pointing at our hypotenuse, is 2x. So the information that we have for this question is going to be our longer side. we were given that that side is 10 square roots of 3. By placing it in this box and organizing it in this manner, hopefully you can see easily that x is now 10. When we plug x into the hypotenuse section of our box, 2 times 10 is 20. So that means this piece over here is 20, and the x piece that we have is 10. So when I go back to the main picture, we have 20 and 10, and I did try to keep it oriented the same direction so that we can see what was going on. I think I would like to redraw this one more time so that I have all of the measurements where we can see them clearly. All the way across the bottom was 20 square roots of 3. The left side was 20. The part of the big triangle's hypotenuse on the top was 10. And then the other part that we got was 30. So whenever we add to find perimeter, we're adding all of the sides all the way around. 20 plus 10 plus 30 plus 20 square roots of 3. This is very similar to combining like terms. We are going to put our plain numbers together. So we have 20, 10, and 30. 20, 10, and 30 make 60. And then we have 20 square roots of 3. And since that has a square root of 3 on it, we cannot add that to the 60. Your final answer for perimeter is 60 plus 20 square roots of 3.